An evening with Deepak Chopra. Who am I? What is the future of well-being? What is the universe made up of? What is consciousness? These are all pretty deep questions that science really can't answer. Here was a great exercise that Deepak Chopra had us do last night at his event. Think about this. Close your eyes and picture a beautiful sunset on the ocean. Are you having an experience? Can you see a picture? Where is that picture? If I go into your brain, do you think I'll see a picture of a sunset? Where was that picture before he asked us to think of it? Did the brain activity cause the picture, or was the picture causing the brain activity? Or was there something else causing the brain activity and the picture? Science does not understand how we produce thought, where the thought comes from before we have it, or where it disappears to after we have it. They just know what part of the brain lights up on a scan. When you don't get an answer to a question that everybody is asking in the whole scientific world, then maybe it's time to ask ourselves, are we asking the right questions? Deepak Chopra said last night and talked about, what is the universe made of? Maybe the universe is not made of anything. We're asking. What is the biological basis of consciousness? Maybe there is no biological basis to consciousness. Maybe consciousness is all there is. Maybe consciousness creates all experience, including the experience of a body and a mind. Deepak explained there were two things that we could be sure of. There is existence. Something does exist, and we call it the universe. What it is made of, we don't know. But we call it the universe, and it does exist, and we are part of it. The second thing is that there is awareness of existence. If there wasn't awareness of existence, then we would not realize we indeed exist. And the two go hand in hand, he explained. Maybe they are the same thing. Maybe awareness of existence is existence. He then went on to talk about the 5 pillars of well-being. Sleep. So important to have deep, restful sleep and enough sleep. This is what's going to heal our body. This is what's going to keep us well. Meditation, hugely important in our well-being. Movement, yoga, he talked of yoga, pranayama, how certain yoga postures help us, help our microbiome. It's fascinating. Emotions, so important to express and release our emotions, so that they don't stay trapped, so that the trauma does not stay trapped in our being. And nutrition. Diet is key. What we eat does play a role in our health. And he talked of this last night. Think of insecticides and pesticides that they are used while growing our foods. So if insecticides is designed to kill insects and pesticides are designed to kill pests, and if we share the same DNA makeup of a mouse, a bug, a banana, a chimpanzee, then if we eat these foods, they are ultimately going to kill us. So important to eat organic, fresh, whole foods. Then we got into talking about genes, or Deepak got into talking about genes, not blue genes, but genes are DNA. Did you know that only 5% of disease-related gene mutations are fully penetrant. The gene expression is influenced by thoughts, emotions, relationships, social interactions, and environment. If you want to read a really good book about epigenetics and genes, read The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. It is a fascinating read, as is The Genie in Our Genes by Dawson Church. Interesting that in 1 year, we have recycled our whole body. So we make a new liver every 6 weeks, a new skeleton every 6 months. So if you think of that, it really is possible to prevent and reverse illness. The Chopra Center conducted a study on the practice of meditation. Women were asked to practice meditation twice a day, and their blood levels were checked, their heart rate was checked, and the research showed that after only 4 days of meditating twice daily, there was a 40% increase in telomeres. And telomeres are what keep chromosomes from fraying and sticking to one another, which then destroys genetic information. Each time one of our cells divides, the telomeres get shorter, and when they become too short, the cell can no longer divide and it becomes inactive or it dies. And this has been associated with aging, disease, cancer, and high risk of death. So if by practicing meditation, we can lower stress and lower inflammation, and if inflammation is the cause, this is what they're finding out, the cause of almost every illness, then doesn't it make sense to meditate? What were my takeaways from an evening with Deepak Chopra last night? Awareness is key to transformation and reinventing the body. You can change the structure of your brain to optimize physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And meditate, 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 as well as eat healthy, organic foods. Thank you, Deepak, for an informative and absolutely amazing evening in Ottawa last night. I'd love to hear your comments about well-being, the power of having perfect health. Please share them with me.